So tell me about these zones. Tell me about the 3 zones you have in mind.
Again, it's these 3 areas along 67. They're indicated on the state plan for growth areas in Oxford. So any incentive overlay zone has to be consistent with the state plan. So that's why we're looking at these.
And tell me about Site A. What is there now?
Well, Site A is a lot of parcels, but the biggest one is the quarry, is Haynes Quarry.
Tell me about Site B.
So Site B, again, has several sites in it, but I think most people would recognize Tommy K's is one of those.
And Site C?
And then Site C is close to the Seymour line. And there are some individual single-family homes there, but it's mostly a vacant parcel of land. So those are the 3 general areas.
And if all of these were developed with townhouses as you suggest, how many units total would we be looking at?
You might in total be able to get affordable units. You might be able to get 125, maybe 150.
Total out of all those 3 sites?
Yeah, out of those 3 sites, yeah. So it's relatively, I think it's relatively modest, but those sites can also accommodate commercial development, as you know.
Right, so it would be an overlay zone. Overlay on commercial.
On commercial. So you could have residential and commercial in combination, or you could have just residential, or you could have just commercial. It's going to be up to the property owners.
And of course, they are accessible to sewer and bus lines.
Well, there's no bus line now, as you know.
No bus line now, but if there were one, it would be accessible.
If there were ever a bus line, it's logical to have one on 67.
And the sewer is there in most places.
And the sewer is there on the southern part of 67, but we believe for the northern site that sewer could be brought north.
So it would satisfy the state requirements for affordable housing.
Yeah,
it's a matter of whether the public will like this concept. How did you get this idea together? Did you work together with the local officials over a period of...
We've been meeting with P&C, with your town planner. We've studied the reports he's done, and of course they've given us all of the reports and studies that have been done, so far in Oxford on these issues. So we've got all your GIS maps, and so I think what the main issue here, or the main message, is that these zones that we're suggesting represent less than 10% of the land area of Oxford. So most people in Oxford would not be affected by these zones. These would be overlay zones limited to Route 67.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, great. All right.